Hey everybody, it's Ricky Heller here from rickyheller.com. I'm a holistic nutritionist and a diet transition coach, and I help people on restricted diets learn to live their best lives, loving their food, cooking and eating delicious food, and doing all the things they would normally do without feeling deprived. So today I want to talk a little bit about something that I hear a lot from my clients. So I deal with people who are trying to heal from candida overgrowth. And one of the questions I get a lot is, am I getting worse? So let me put that into a little context. We tend to when we first start healing, most people know about the detox or the die-off reaction, also known as the Herxheimer reaction, where your body is emitting toxins as the candida is being killed off, or really any kind of illness that you're dealing with as you're clearing it up and your body is dealing with toxins. You may feel worse before you feel better. But generally, after the first week or two, people start to feel great. And I've had people tell me, oh, my skin cleared up, my sinuses cleared up, my yeast infections went away. They're thrilled. And then what happens is sometimes I might hear from a client that I've been working with for a couple of months, and she'll say to me, you know what, my rash is back. I don't know what happened. And I can't think of anything that I'm eating differently. Does that mean I'm getting sick again? What's going on? And so I think it helps to look at it from a slightly different perspective. And this is why when I read about candida programs that will cure your candida in 30 days or 6 weeks or whatever it is, it kind of makes me a little crazy, because that isn't the way the body heals. Just to give you an example, I remember back when I first started on my holistic nutrition journey, my husband and I ran a little newsletter that was called Ricky's Kitchen, and it was all about organic, healthy food and all of the medicinal properties in various foods. And this was way back. I don't even want to tell you how long ago this was. It was like 2000 or something. And so at the time, I interviewed someone about her healing journey, and this woman who had found a macrobiotic diet, which is what worked for her. She had been bedridden. She had had incredible swelling in her body. Nobody knew what was wrong with her. And what happened was she stuck with this macrobiotic diet. And I remember her telling me that she'd be lying on her bed, and you want to turn off the sound if there are little children present, because this is not pleasant to hear. Pus was oozing out of her legs. Like, she could just see it. Her legs were oozing all this stuff, all these toxins coming out of her pores, literally. And she said that went on and off for 7 years. And then at the end, boom, it was all gone. Now, what's interesting about that is many of us know that our bodies regenerate, our cells regenerate every 7 years. But I don't even know if that's what was at play there. But what the point I'm trying to make is, it was a process. And I've certainly discovered the same thing happens with me and with so many of my clients. So we're moving upwards, upwards, upwards in the healing path. We feel great. And then boom, we feel as if we're having a relapse, even though nothing else has changed. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing the wrong thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting sicker, but it could just be an indication that your body has gone to a deeper level of detox, a deeper level of cleansing, and a deeper level of healing. And so toxins are now being brought out to the surface yet again. So if I use my own example here as an example, some people might know that I had a horrific rash when I first was diagnosed with candida, like literally from my chest down to my belly button, disgusting, red, blistery, itchy, painful. Every single day I had prescription creams, I had prescription antifungals. Nothing seemed to make a dent in this thing. So then I went on an anti-candida protocol, and I also was taking antifungals, and I also was taking all kinds of herbal supplements. And after about 4 months, it started to clear up. And I would say after about 6 months, I was maybe 80% there. And then after a couple of years, the rash was gone. Woohoo! No more rash. I was thrilled. So life went on. I continued with my protocol. I continued with my anti-candida diet. And the following summer, when the weather was really warm and humid and moist, the way that yeast and fungus love to live, I had a flare-up of my rash, and I was beside myself. And I said to my naturopath, I didn't do anything different. I have not had a granule of sugar. I have not had any alcohol. I have not had any gluten. I have not had anything that is not on this protocol. What the F is going on here? And that's basically what she told me, that it's a process and it could just be a deeper detox happening. Well, what I've noticed over the ensuing years, because I've been doing this for about 17 years now, is every now and again I will have a flare up. But what seems to happen is they are much less frequent, they are much milder, and they clear up much faster. So that tells me my body is still continuing to heal, but we are moving in the right direction. So I would propose that we think of healing this way, like you're climbing a spiral staircase, right? So if you think about what happens and what you see on that route, on that healing path, you may start, and so if we take this room, you're going to see my book behind me, and then you're going to go around and see something else, and you're going to come around to this side again and see this sideboard behind me again. But as you continue to climb that spiral staircase, you're going to be higher up each time. So the view's not identical. It looks like you're in the same place, but you actually have moved forward and you're not in the same place. And then when you get to the top, you've reached your goal. So I think it's really important for us to remember that what may appear to be a relapse isn't necessarily. It may just mean that we've moved ahead and that healing has now delved to a deeper level. Now, obviously, if you're feeling ill for several days in a row, if you have a fever, if you have nausea, any of those things that would trigger you to go see your doctor, please do. And I am not a doctor, so this is not medical advice, but this is a way of perceiving that healing path so that we know we're still moving in the right direction, even when it may appear that things have fallen backwards. So I don't want people to lose hope if they have a slight flare of some symptoms that they've already had before that they felt were clearing. If that lasts for just a couple of days and then it goes away again, as it does with my rash, and then you move ahead and you feel even better than before, you know that you're making that climb and you will get to the top. So I hope that's useful, and thanks so much for listening today. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. There'll be a link up here. All the resources are down below for you to click on as well. And I hope you have a great day, everybody. See you next time. Bye.